am doing a video today on something that I think is really important for young women that are in their 30s and up who may be concerned about either maintaining their fertility or improving their chances of conceiving a child. And so, where I'm at in my life, I'm not having any children right now. Like, I have one son. However, I would like to have another child again one day, but that's not something that, for my current situation, is going to happen. So, with that said, I've been concerned about maintaining my fertility, as many in my age category and older would. So, um, I'm going to point out some products that I've been taking and some products that I've researched that had certain particular ingredients or just certain ingredients, period, that I've researched that are known to help with fertility. And I'm going to share them with you really quickly. So, first things first, my mother and my grandmother always told me red raspberry leaf is something that every woman should have in her medicine cabinet and take on a regular basis, at least once or twice a week or a few times a month. Okay. You can have it in tea form or you can have it in supplement form in the capsules, like a pill. Red raspberry leaf has been known to keep the uterus toned and be helpful for the female reproductive system. And I have been taking red raspberry leaf since I was, I want to say, 16 or 17 years old because my mom bought me some. And she just felt like, it would help with my menstrual cycle and periods and things because I used to have the worst menstrual periods and cycles, you guys, where the cramping was awful. It was a lot of pain and things like that. And, her and my grandmother was right. So my cycles weren't so bad anymore once I started taking the red raspberry leaf supplements. However, it did increase my sex drive. So, but it's something I definitely noticed. So that can be also an issue and deterrent sometimes, ladies, as to why children aren't being conceived when you are, or maybe wanting to conceive children is maybe you're not, getting it in enough, and maybe because you're not in the mood or you don't have the energy. So red raspberry leaf can help with that. Okay. And it's up to you if you want to just do one or two tea bags, but something else that I highly recommend. Now, I couldn't find the female toner tea. They still produce it, but I haven't found it more recently. But if you can't find it, then get the pregnancy tea. You don't have to already be pregnant to drink this. This is good for pregnant women, but this is also good for women who are trying to maintain their fertility and also those who are trying to conceive because it too also has organic raspberry leaf in it. Or raspberry leaf, right? It has stinging nettle leaf in it, and it also has spearmint leaf, fennel fruit, rose hip, alfalfa herb, and lemon urbana leaf. Now, I know rose hip and alfalfa herb to be very healing to the body. Um, so I understand why they would have that in here. I'm not going to even get into what all the other herbs are for. I do have my herbalism books. However, I'm just trying to keep this video very brief and very short. And by the way, you guys, you can find these teas on Amazon. You can, however, I highly recommend if you can get it in your local health food store or your local Whole Foods or your local Sprouts Market or Fresh Market or whatever health food store you have in your area. I highly recommend that. I got this particular tea. Most of my teas by traditional medicinals, they come from Sprouts Market or Whole Foods. They also can come from a local health food store, but I usually go to Sprouts Market or Whole Foods. If you find female toner tea, perfect. Okay, definitely get that tea because it will help keep your uterus toned, your vaginal walls toned, and it will help overall with your reproductive health, hormones, and all. Okay, so by the way, I'm not a medical professional or a health practitioner or anything of that, of that sort. So if you are having serious issues and you are in a mode of this is do or die, please go see a medical professional, be it a licensed medical doctor or a licensed, keep in mind, licensed holistic care practitioner. You guys, if you've already tried, the traditional route of, just having sex and it hasn't worked, and, perhaps you've tried fertility treatments and that haven't worked, then, and maybe you're here looking for alternative health, whatever stage you're at, alternative health methods can be pretty effective. And however, if you find that any of these methods don't work, then perhaps you're meant to adopt. And there's plenty of children out there that need a home. So moving forward, most doctors will recommend that you take a prenatal supplement, multivitamin. Okay. I recommend that it is food sourced, whole food sourced, meaning that the ingredients where the vitamins are derived from, it comes from a food source. Okay. Because those kind of vitamins tend to digest better, absorb better in the body, and they tend to be healthier. Okay. And I also find that food source vitamins of any kind tend to also come with some herbal ingredients as well, which gives it an extra, benefit and more overall effectiveness. Okay. And I know the difference because I've taken just a regular non-food source produced multivitamin and vitamins versus food source multivitamins and vitamins. Now, the difference between, you might say, well, what's the difference between taking a women's, multivitamin versus a prenatal multivitamin? Well, the prenatal multivitamin you know, like I said, it tends to, especially if it's food source, it tends to have other extra good ingredients in it. Now, this particular brand is Rainbow Light. It's the prenatal one. I think it's a very good vitamin. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that it does not any longer have red raspberry leaf in it. Now, it may say, if I look at the ingredients, it might actually still have, it's a lot of ingredients on here, I guess. I'm not going to go down the whole list. So I can't remember if I saw red raspberry, but there's a big difference between red raspberry and red raspberry leaf. And keep that in mind when you're looking for the tea or the actual supplement capsules. Red raspberry, you know, that's just raspberry tea, but what you want is red raspberry leaf. That's how you know you're getting the right herbal supplement. But yeah, a prenatal vitamin is formulated to have all the nutrients that you need, which may be very similar to a regular women's multivitamin, but in the milligram form in terms of the amount that you actually need. So it may be higher amounts of folate, which is, it used to be folic acid they put in there, but they now discovered folate is actually better. So you'll find higher amounts of folate or higher amounts of, you know, vitamin this or vitamin that or whatever. Because it's formulated for you to either be pregnant already so that you and the baby is getting good nutrients, but it's also formulated for your body to be prepped because the one thing women don't understand is in order to conceive and also get a healthy child, your body's going to need a whole lot of extra nutrients that it normally does not have when you're not pregnant or not trying to conceive. And you want your body to be absolutely fully prepared and healed, because sometimes not being able to conceive is because you may be having a nutritional deficiency that's causing hormones to be off or causing certain reproductive functions to not be operating at the full capacity efficient level that it should be. So if you're really serious about, you know, maintaining your fertility or trying to conceive or having a healthy child, please make sure you take a good multi prenatal vitamin. All right, so yeah, get yourself a good prenatal vitamin, you guys, okay? Because trust me when I tell you, it's beneficial. Now, something that I heard Dr. Eric Berg mention in one of his videos on his channel, you can look him up here on YouTube, is he mentioned cod liver oil. Cod liver oil can help with improving fertility, and not just for women, but also for men. In terms of omega fatty acids, scientifically they say have been proven to help with hormone production and to help with certain things like the eggs and the sperm in terms of their health. So I screenshot a couple of things so I can give a bit more details and information about how certain things can help. So bear with me, you guys. Okay, so in regards to cod liver oil, and I got mine, you can get it from Walmart in the vitamin section, you can go get it from, you know, whatever grocery store in the vitamin section, or you can go to your local health food store, Sprouts Market, Whole Foods, or whatever. But so this is coming from Motherly, the website Motherly. It says that they can, let me see. Okay, so cod liver oil can reduce inflammation, balance your hormones, increase blood flow to the uterus, up the production of egg white cervical mucus, improve sex drive, and even support proper sperm production. So cod liver oil thus fosters a vaginal environment that is favorable to conception and provides you with all the ingredients you need to potentially get pregnant faster. Okay, so, and I read, I don't think I got the screenshot that one, but I read on another site that it can improve sperm count. Okay, so something else I'm gonna throw out there: royal jelly. Okay, now from what I've heard with royal jelly, the whole concept is that, well, royal jelly comes from the queen bee in the hive, in which she can produce thousands of eggs in a very short period of time, just numerous amount of eggs in a very short period of time by herself. The royal jelly comes from her, and so, you know, it's believed that because of her abundant fertility, this, if you're taking a royal jelly, which this is actually, no, this is what she's fed. Actually, this is what she's fed. It doesn't come from her. It comes from the other bees, the worker bees, but it's what she is fed. Okay. Because it improved, you know, it has her fertility off the chain. It can have yours in a very favorable state as well. So I got this one from Whole Foods. You can get it from, like I said, your local Whole Foods, your local health food store. I don't recall if I've seen it in Sprouts Market. It may very well be, because it seems like everything I've seen in Whole Foods is pretty much in Sprouts Market, except for a hot bar. So this particular brand I have, it actually has bee pollen, propolis, and Korean ginseng, and L-erythritol in it. These are things that are supposed to help support also the sex drive and reproductive health. Now, it's typical to see that, you know, it's typical to find royal jelly to have bee pollen and propolis in it, because they all if you have raw honey, they all are together, you know. It's just that sometimes you can find those things separated, but a lot of times it's a part of the whole production, you guys. When honey is made, the bees and all that, the pollen, this and that, it's where it all comes from. The bee pollen is where it all starts, and the propolis and all that. There's a lot of enzymes and things in bee pollen and propolis and the royal jelly and things that are really helpful. Now, I think yes, did I do this? Okay, so once again, I did look up some information and I screenshot it here. So it says, so how is royal jelly thought to boost fertility? Well, it's supposed to modulate specific sex hormones and may also help regulate glucose levels in those with polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, which many of you may be familiar with in regards to fertility issues, okay? And that comes from modernfertility.com, so you can check them out if you want more information. But the one that I have, and typically this is the form it'll come in. It'll come in a very, it comes in a creamy form, just like raw, thick honey or whatever, because this is in raw honey. And I take mine's like a teaspoon, 1 to 2 times a day, and that's what is recommended, with just a little bit of lukewarm water or regular room temperature water on an empty stomach, so I can make sure it is best absorbed. Okay. Now, royal jelly has other health benefits, and I was taking royal jelly well over 7 to 8 years ago, for other reasons. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I was trying to pull up the other benefits because, yeah, well, it boosts your immune system. It helps fight infections. I read somewhere that it is a supplement, something that you can take that helps with your natural beauty, such as, anti-aging, skin. Blah, blah, blah. It has a lot of good health benefits to it. So I was taking it for reasons that I was just wanting my overall health to be great and my beauty to maintain being, natural, beautiful, and those kind of things. However, even though I was on the low dose birth control pill and those kind of things, and sometimes we would also use condoms with the low dose pills. The one time we abandoned the condoms and just relied on the low dose pill, I think because I was taking royal jelly, that's how I ended up pregnant with my son. So I don't have anything to prove that. It's just the coincidence. Okay, it's the coincidence. So you guys, it's up to you to try the royal jelly and see if it helps. But if you, like I said, if you're really trying to find ways to improve your fertility, it couldn't hurt. However, if you have any allergies to bee pollen or anything, check with your doctor, check with an allergist, just to make sure that you will be fine taking it. Or something I recommend doing, a lot of times I'm not sure what I may or may not be allergic to. Now, I actually can have allergies to bee pollen because I've taken it before. However, I noticed for me, taking a smaller amount of bee pollen, I won't have any allergies and will still reap the health benefits. However, if I take the recommended dosage of the bee pollen, which I had the capsules and it was recommended to take 6 a day, I had serious allergies in which I was having just serious extreme internal sneezing that caused me to have incontinence issues during that period of experiencing that allergy. Okay, so once I stopped the allergy by taking a lower far recommended dose, which was instead of taking 6 capsules a day, I would only take 1. Actually, it wasn't even, I would take 1, like a few times a week. So maybe once or twice a week, I would take 1 to 2 bee pollen capsules, okay, instead of the 6 per day. That still worked out for me, where I reaped the health benefits, and which for me was having better, improved respiratory health. It made my bronchitis go away. Okay, so that's my experience with bee pollen, but that's unrelated in some sense, but not unrelated, because a lot of royal jelly tends to come with bee pollen in it because they go hand in hand. Royal jelly comes from bee pollen. Okay, so the best way to know if you're going to have an allergy to it is to take a small, tiny amount. That's what I do. And if you don't have any allergies to it over a certain period of time, then you can slowly but surely increase the amount. However, remember, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a licensed practitioner in any form. So if you do this, it's at your own risk, okay? You don't get to come back and blame me or sue me. It's at your own risk. Please go see a licensed holistic practitioner or a licensed medical doctor. But these are just some things that I'm sharing with you guys because the video is about improving your fertility or maintaining your fertility through your maturing years of being in your 30s, 40s, and beyond. Okay, if you're in your late 20s and you're having any fertility issues, these tips are still helpful to you as well, because obviously we all have a reproductive system. Okay, I have heard of reproductive health issues and issues with conceiving in mid to late 20s as well. So everybody's welcome here. Now, the final thing I'm going to mention here, this is a fertility support for her by Pre-Mama. Now, you don't have to buy this particular brand. I like it because it conveniently comes with like about 30 packets in here, or no, 20 packets. But they come in a packet that looks like this, okay? And it has a white powder in it, and you open it up, and you can pour it into some water or into some juice. Do not put it in coffee or soda. Don't do it. Don't do it, or else you're going to ruin the quality of the supplement. Please don't do it. Water or some juice, and keep it simple, okay? You take it once a day, and what's in it actually is myo inositol, MYO-INOSITOL, and when I'm editing this video, I may put that in there, but that is the primary ingredient. It comes to 2,000 milligrams here that is considered to be helping with fertility. Now, folate is also a primary ingredient as well. However, if you are taking a prenatal vitamin of some form, or even if you're taking a regular women's multivitamin, folate should be in it, at least minimum 800 milligrams at least, because 800 milligrams is on average what they say women need to maintain fertility health, and also if you're pregnant, okay? If you're pregnant, you might need a little bit more than that, but once again, if you take a prenatal vitamin, you don't have to worry about what you need is in it, okay? But if you already take a prenatal, then, this is extra folate you're getting, but that's not a problem because folate is a B vitamin, and, it's water soluble, so what your body doesn't need, it will go right back out through your urine, okay? However, for me, it's the myo-inositol that I decided to take this, and when I did my research on it before I bought it, let me go back to my screenshot so I can let you guys know why this is beneficial, okay? It says, in female infertility, it has been suggested to reduce the amount of gonadotropin required for ovarian stimulation, which will improve egg numbers and quality, and that high levels in amniotic fluid are associated with improved follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, signaling oocyte maturation and embryo development, okay? Also, myo-inositol supplement increases clinical pregnancy rate in infertile women undergoing ovulation induction for ICSI or IVF-ET. It may improve the quality of embryos and reduce the unsuitable oocytes and required amount of stimulation drugs. Okay, so as far as what I got out of that, it's there to help stimulate the follicle. It's there to help with the follicle stimulating hormone, which is what deals with the ovaries and the eggs, the embryos. The eggs are where, I'm like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't mean to say embryo, but the eggs, okay? In terms of embryos, it improves the quality of the embryos, which would allow that embryo to stand a better chance of surviving, okay? So, now, I'm not undergoing any IVF or ICSI or anything of that sort. Some of you may already be doing so. I'm actually trying to avoid having to go through that, which is also why I'm taking all of these supplements, so that when I am ready to conceive, whatever, or in the right situation to do so, everything should be good. Okay. Now, this particular supplement, this is what's considered to be stage 2, which is to conceive. They have a stage 1 supplement in which it is detoxing your body. Okay, and it has totally different ingredients than this. So it is recommended that women, and I have heard this before, that you detox your body. And a lot of times it's because you want to detox anything toxic in your body that has been causing you infertility issues. You want to detox out the birth control you've been on. If you've been on birth control pills or shots or hormones for a lot of years, you want to try to detox and reverse those effects. Like I said, especially if there's a lot of times in today's world, we are consuming a lot of chemicals into our body through food and products that we use, and it's causing infertility in women and men. And so you want to detox your body to give it the best chance possible to stand, to operate and function 100% efficiently and normally. And by taking health supplements also, once you detox your body, you want to make sure that you're taking in good nutrients and things that is going to help your reproductive system be the healthiest it can be. Okay, make sure you're drinking enough water. You don't have to overdo it, but make sure you drink enough water. Back off of all the unhealthy stuff and eat healthier. Eat a lot of greens and stuff and more fruits and other kinds of vegetables and stuff. Back off from all the fast food as much as possible. Try to eat a clean diet as much as possible. Exercise. Lower your stress, because stress does not help. Get enough rest and sleep, and be positive. Be positive. See yourself healthy, fully fertile, and able to conceive and see that beautiful child that you want. Okay, that's for those of you who are seriously trying to conceive right now. For those of you who are trying to maintain your fertility, you still can do all those same things. So I'm going to end this here because it's actually went longer than I wanted to, but hopefully this has been helpful to you guys. Comment, like the video, and check out Dr. Eric Berg, and check out Dr. Mandel, Motivational Doc, and there are a few more. Some of them are medical doctors. Those two are not, they're DCs, but they know a lot about holistic health, and they're licensed to know about that stuff. But the MDs, I will put links below in this video for you guys to find them, because they have good health tips as well on improving your fertility and overall health. All right, you guys. Peace, and thanks for watching. Check out all my other videos.